Have you ever felt like you're too much in relationships? Like you're always the one who cares more, who texts first, or gives more, while the other person pulls away? Or maybe you just find yourself overthinking every single interaction. You replay conversations in your head, and you're constantly seeking reassurance because deep down, you're terrified of being abandoned. If this sounds familiar, then you might be manifesting from anxious attachment. Here's the thing: the harder you chase love, the faster it runs. The more you cling, the more people pull away. And no amount of effort can ever fill the void of unhealed attachment wounds. But don't worry, okay? Because there is good news. When you heal anxious attachment, you stop chasing, you start receiving, and you become magnetic to love. And in this episode, I am going to show you exactly how to rewire anxious patterns so that you can feel secure, confident, and effortlessly attractive in love. So let's dive into this video. Now, I want to begin with why anxious attachment repels love. See, if you have anxious attachment, you probably crave deep connection. But the fear of losing it makes you cling, it makes you over pursue, or even people please. And here's the energetic problem: chasing equals repelling. When you chase love, you send the signal, I'm afraid that I'm going to lose you. And that fear creates energetic resistance. Okay, creates this energy, this unseen energy that can really be felt. And that energy is not a comfortable energy. It's an awkward energy. It's a weird energy. It's like off-putting. People can feel it. And that pushes love away. So even if you're physically doing all the right things, you're sending sweet text messages, you're being available, you're showing affection, if your energy is rooted in fear, then it creates this emotional pressure. And like I say, that energy can really be felt. So here's an example. You meet someone you like, you find an instant spark. You're like, oh, this could be leading into something like really, really perfect. But after a few dates, you just start over analyzing everything. You're like, why haven't they texted back yet? Do they still like me? What if they're losing interest? What should I do next? And you start stressing. So you text more, you over explain, or you seek constant reassurance. And you think that that's going to help you come to a solution. But basically, instead of bringing them closer, they actually back off. They seem distant. They seem disinterested. Why is that? Well, that's because your energy, your emotional neediness, that's the way it's translating through your energy flow. Like I say, that can always be felt. It creates resistance. And that makes it really hard for love to flow. So you need to shift into healing this anxious attachment style, not only for future relationships to be really positive, but actually for yourself, because you stop needing love to feel safe. And that emotional independence makes you absolutely magnetic. It makes you magnetic to other people, but it really is ultimately being your best self. It allows you to feel your best self. It allows you to be the ultimate version of you. And just feel that safety. That is the most important part of all of this. So let's go into the root cause of anxious attachment. And obviously yesterday I gave you a really deep dive into the attachment styles, really basically glossed over these. But I want to go a little bit deeper today because it's important to know where this comes from. So anxious attachment doesn't mean that you're needy, it doesn't mean that you're too much, but it basically means that your nervous system was wired to associate love with unpredictability. So let me know in the comments if you can relate to any of this. So maybe in childhood you experienced inconsistent caregiving. And I don't mean that your parents were sometimes here and sometimes there, and sometimes not there. Or your caregivers, people around you in childhood. It actually means that maybe you experience some really lovely, beautiful, warm care sometimes. Really caring, really generous, really lovely, really supportive. But then other times it would be like really distant. So cold, not reassuring, I don't have time for you. That kind of thing. Give me space. You're just you're just not serving me. Back off a bit. I need my space. That type of thing. And you learn through that love feels uncertain. You possibly learn that love is conditional upon how you act or upon how someone else is feeling. So you have been wired in that way. And as an adult, what happens now is that you cling when you feel unsure because you fear that just like back in childhood, you'll lose connection. So the result is that you overgive, you overpursue, or you settle. All the things that you learned to do as a coping mechanism when you were first developing all your neural pathways that tell you how life works, your program. And you do all of that just to keep love close. So you may ignore the red flags or you may stay in misaligned relationships because being alone just feels unbearable. Because for your whole life, you've just been used to that. And you're finally ready to receive love and just live a life that you feel is happy. You crave that connection. You're just ready. You know it's time. And you might even self-abandon just to be chosen because you're like, well, if I just act like this, or if I just say the right things, or I just look the right way, or I just hide these aspects of me, maybe I'll be more acceptable and maybe this won't happen. But here's the truth. You don't have to keep repeating this pattern. You can reprogram your nervous system to feel safe in love without chasing it. And here is exactly how you do that. I'm going to share some really helpful tips to get you started. So to heal anxious attachment, you need to create internal safety so that you stop seeking it externally. Everything starts from you. You've heard this a million times, but you need to really think about this and reflect on what it means for you. If you have that internal safety, you understand that you're the only person that can ever provide that internal safety, then you're never going to seek it elsewhere. And immediately feeling whole in yourself means that you're instantly magnetic. It's just a shift that will happen. So we're going to talk about how you do that, okay? You need to shift from chasing to receiving. And that lets love come to you when you're just being your most incredible best self. And finally manifest from security, not lack, so that you attract emotionally available partners, not the type of partners or the people that you have actually been used to in your life and that was your standard. So here's how you do it. Step 1. When you feel anxious, your instinct might be to text first, to seek reassurance, to cling tighter. But actually instead, what you're going to do is you're going to pause and you're going to self-soothe first. Self-soothe. You're never ever going to get external validation from the other person that's going to have any weight or value to you in the long term. So the best thing to do, soothe yourself. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe deeply and say, I am safe. I am secure. I am worthy of love no matter what. Or say things like, I am loved even when I'm not being reassured. And you just feel that safety, and it will take some time. You can find tons of meditations on this online. I'm quite sure on YouTube. You can even just focus on healing music. Relax, walk, ground yourself, but really just focus on feeling safe. Feeling worthy, feeling loved. Look for examples of this in your life today. And then move on to something else. The second step is when you actually feel safe within yourself, you're going to naturally secure. You're going to naturally attract secure love. So slow down in love. Let people show up for you instead of always rushing in to text, to call people, to make plans, or to respond. Give people the opportunity to show up for you. But also, it's about letting love breathe. So when you create secure energy in your daily life, you're basically giving the other person space to invest in you without chasing. You know how it works. The more time we spend chasing, the less we are chased. There can only ever be one person chasing at a time. And if you're chasing a romantic relationship, that's not the way it works. Okay, if you're looking for someone who is masculine, for someone who is going to take control, who's going to be caring, considerate, who really wants to care for you, then you need to let them do their job. You need to let them be the one who's chasing, showing up, investing in you. You need to allow them to do that, because when you don't, you're putting them in a position that feels very uncomfortable, if that's the type of romantic relationship you desire. You're not allowing them to be their best self. So you need to step back and think really carefully about what it means to be and embody your feminine energy. We've got tons of content on that, and amazing resources for you, amazing meditations and everything on this YouTube channel. You find them in a playlist. So tons. If you want, if you're looking for things to do while you create secure energy in your life, then listen to some of the content on this channel. There is tons of amazing content. I have organized it all into playlists for you. And you can go ahead and find tons of content that's going to be super valuable for you on your feminine energy and your goddess energy. So take your time, do things like that allow you to feel secure, feel calm, feel conscious in your divine feminine energy, and just let the other person invest in you. And finally, you're going to prioritize self-care so that your emotional cup feels full. That's how you create security and secure energy in your daily life. You take time for yourself. You invest in yourself. So instead of texting someone right away when you feel anxious, you're thinking, are they going to call me again? Are we going to organize something again? You don't do that. You know you're worthy. You know you're amazing. You know you're a divine feminine goddess. So what do? You act like her because you are her. So you go for a walk, you do a short meditation, you listen to your favorite song, you spend some time doing the things that really fill you up. And then when you've done all of that and there's still no text, if you want to reach out, then you're coming from secure energy, not fear. Now, I want to talk a little bit about manifesting from secure attachment energy before we finish up today. So when you manifest from security, you're sending a clear magnetic signal to the universe and everyone within it. And that clear signal is basically saying, I trust love, I am worthy of being chosen, I am safe in love. So here's how you do it. You visualize from your healed self. You see yourself as secure, as loved, as adored, even before it happens. You feel what it's like to be pursued and cherished. The more you feel secure in your vision, the faster it manifests for you. It's things like visualization, like affirmations that really are going to help you at this point in time. So things like affirmations like, I am safe in love. I am worthy of healthy, secure relationships. I receive love effortlessly. Saying these daily is going to help you to reprogram your subconscious mind with this secure attachment beliefs. Taking care of your energy is absolutely paramount to being confident, secure, and happy in your life. Having those strong boundaries, secure energy, it's just going to take you to the next level in every single element of your life. You need to train your brain and your mind every single day, because unfortunately our society is not very good at training us to tap into our power. So we have to do it for ourselves. And that's why I mentioned there are tons of amazing resources in the description below that are going to help you to do that from today. And also tons of really valuable content on this YouTube channel that's going to help you to become your very best self, your most powerful, your most secure. There's tons of information about energy and everything that you can do to strengthen that. So I want to finalize today by just reminding you that you don't have to chase love. You don't have to chase love. It's meant to find you. So if you've spent your whole life chasing love, it's time to do something really radical. And it sounds really scary, but you need to stop. You need to stop over pursuing. You need to stop clinging to people that make you feel anxious. And you need to stop abandoning yourself just to feel chosen. And instead, you're going to choose yourself first. You're finally going to become so emotionally secure that you attract love effortlessly. You're going to let love come to you. Because the moment you stop chasing, that's the moment you become magnetic. Now, I know that for you, it is time to stop chasing love. It's time for you to start receiving it effortlessly. So if you're ready to heal anxious attachment, if you're ready to manifest from emotional security, if you're ready to attract healthy, secure relationships without chasing, then I want you to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next episode that I share with you is going to teach you how to heal avoidant attachment and let love in deeply. So you're worthy of safe, you're worthy of consistent, you're worthy of magnetic love. Let's rewire your attachment patterns together so that this happens for you. And while you're on this journey, I have an amazing free gift for you, which you can check out via the link in the description. It is my manifestation bundle. It has some incredible resources to help you to become your best self and live your ultimate dream life. Things like the perfect day planner, where you can design your dream life, your glow up visualization so that you can step into your self-worth, and some inner child healing meditation that will help you, and the inner child healing meditation that will help you to release emotional blocks and transform your life. So you can download your free bundle via the description below. I know that you're absolutely going to adore it. Now, check out the latest offers on mrsmanifestation.com, and don't forget that to start receiving love effortlessly, it's all about stopping chasing and actually doing the work to heal that anxious attachment. If you need to listen through again to this video, then do so, and make sure that you are subscribed and you're ready for the next episode, because I know this series is going to really help you to enjoy love, happiness in your relationships and every element of your life where you're dealing with people. It's going to allow you to see where others are coming from too, and really open your eyes to the people that are in your life. So make sure that you stay really posted for this one. and for the next episode, because it's going to be really impactful for you in your life journey. Have an amazing day. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next episode.